everyone. Good morning. And first of all, welcome to the Bantam True Movie Sessions. We are kickstarting these again in the year 2024. Bantam True Movies is an initiative that was, taken or sponsored by Square Sequel, because in the past we all realized that we keep using movie clips, movies, and learnings from movies in our sessions. So we thought, why not use this opportunity to learn something from every movie we watch? And that is why we have management through movies. We hope to create management lessons from what we learn through all of these movies. We're not recommending the movie nor are we reviewing it. But yes, we do share the details of where you can actually watch this movie. And apart from that, we are glad all of you could join. Thank you so much. With this, I'd like to hand it over to Jimmy.
Thank you, Zoya, and taking the thread from what she mentioned. We are just looking at this movie or any movie what we cover in this initiative through our lens in terms of what is that we could learn from our perspective. However, that doesn't mean that what perspective you would draw from the movie is not valid. So feel free to look at your own perspective, add on what we are saying, and we hope, wish, and pray that you'll be able to learn and take something away from the movie you watch. I think what I'm going to do is, before we start, let me quickly share the trailer of the movie with you, and then we will move forward. It's a very interesting story of how four women coming from different backgrounds, they are coming together to achieve what they thought they should be doing, and in an absolutely unusual circumstances. So I'm going to share this right now. Just tell me if you can see the screen.
Yes, we can.
And you're able to hear the volume. Let me know that.
ये नया बाइकर गैंग के थैंक यू। ये अगर बाइक ले जाते ना तो नानी मम्मा दोबारा बाइक नहीं देती कभी। नानी की तो मोड़ नहीं होती है सरदार जी, बाइक नहीं। अगर साइड में देख, आंटी बाइक चला रही है। देख देख लड़का स्कूटर चला रहा है।
Could you see?
दुनिया वर्ल्ड की
No. Okay, no problem. So
12,380 फीट की ऊंचाई।
what I'm going to do is I am sharing the link of the YouTube trailer in the chat window with you. Okay, it's a 3-minute clip. I would recommend that you can watch it right now before we move. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay, please do that and we'll start. Give me a shout out once you're done. I'm presuming all of us have seen it. We by and large almost at the end, so I'll start sharing this screen again. Now, this is a very interesting story. Brings all these women together. Now, typically, if you see, all four of these women come from different backgrounds. This is how the storyline goes. Driven by different ambitions. For example, Sky, which is played by Fatima, she needs to make her mark. She's a blogger. Then you have Mahi. She's more like a grandmother who cooks amazing. She needs to create that identity. Then you have Diya Mirza, who is more like a jugadu mechanic, but probably she's repressed from whatever she wants to do or she's doing. And then we have the fourth lead. She's going to get married, Sharnya Sangi, but before she just want to go on a solo travel so that she is able to live that life which she always dreamt of. Right? Now, these people, they all come together and they want to drive to the highest motorable road in the world, which is Khardungla, so that they can overcome the monotony of the mundane lives they have been living. And all of them are living the life, a typical Indian woman lives. Now, here, when I say that, what brought them together? So I think the first thing which we feel this movie really helps you to really appreciate and understand is the dream, the power of the dream. How each one of them is driven by what is that they wish to achieve. right? Say, for example, when you look at uh, these four characters, the first question which comes to your mind is, do you dream? And when you dream, what kind of dreams do you have? When I say what kind of dreams do you have, we're talking about what is that you wish to achieve. What is something which drives you? What is that something which will ensure that you are able to put all your efforts to ensure that the dreams become reality? So the first question probably you need to ask yourself is your dream a dream, or is your dream really just a wish? Because if it is just a wish, you'll just keep on thinking about it. But if it's a dream, you'll put action to it. Yeah. So I think as we are doing the first management through movies in 2024, most of us wait for the new year for the magic to happen. I think the magic has already happened. New year's already begun. Think of one thing, or a dream, one dream of yours, which you wish to achieve in this year, and maybe write it down. Yeah. So that's probably the first thing at which I would want you to look at. Now, if you see, there's a very interesting analogy in this entire movie wherein uh, this character really gets separated from the entire gang who is driving and lands into some sort of a trouble. Now, when I say they run into some sort of a trouble, she gets an advice from an absolutely unknown truck driver who says, the moment you are in any problem, you know, don't think that you are in the problem. Think of it that you are advising somebody how to tackle that problem. And this, I would say that again, go back to my understanding of neuroscience, wherein we use the technique of self talk in a third person. So you don't look at the problem as if you are in the problem, but let's say you detach yourself. So typically, the analogy given here is a neighbor. Our neighbors are always ready to give you advice of any problem what you're facing. So next time you are in a problem, think of you being your neighbor, and what is it that you are telling yourself as your neighbor, and you will realize maybe you'll get a new perspective, maybe you are able to quickly solve a problem. This is very interesting how a research concept has put in a very fluid and a very subtle manner in the movie, right? So I always say, if you really want to rewire your brain, talk to yourself in third person. So if my name is Jimmy, Jimmy will call Jimmy what Jimmy should do, right? So that's pretty interesting. And then typically, if you see, when you dream, you find yourself somewhere. You will find that there is a passion, that there is some spark which can ignite that whole thing, and you can find a reason to stay alive. And sometimes a life, that one spark can make the life meaningful. Typically you feel that yes, you are alive. So the question here is, I mean, are you alive or are you existing? Are you doing something meaningful on a daily basis, right? And remember, dreams do come true. All you need to do is believe in serendipity. They're pretty interesting instances how these four characters come together. How Sky, the character played by the Fatima Sana Sheikh, she is given an assignment that they need to ensure that you reach Khardungla in 7 days. Now she wants to stay relevant in her field. She's figuring out, how do I do this, and how chance brings her to meet all the other characters. So my recommendation is, from after watching this movie, is do believe in serendipity, and in the middle of nowhere you will actually find yourself. Yeah. And uh, typically, if you see, when you ride beyond the limits, when you focus on your dreams, when you start working on your dreams, you will realize you actually ride beyond the limits of your lives, and you achieve the heights of freedom. Now when I say freedom, when you achieve, when you live what you want to live, you actually feel free. You become burdenless, you become boundaryless. And that's what this movie has aimed to achieve. Uh, while I was going to the reviews, I was reading them. I found a lot of people liking it, a lot of people not liking it. It's absolutely their perspective. So from us, these are uh, simple, three simple messages. One, dream big, write down that dream. Two, if you're in a problem, detach yourself from the problem and see you become your neighbor and how the as a neighbor the advice kind we will give. And third is in the middle of nowhere, you can actually find yourself and just follow that dream, just follow that passion. You will be able to free yourself from all the bondages. When I say bondages, I'm talking about all those things which hold you back from living an amazing life. So that's something I thought we will probably touch upon in a quick capsule on this movie. Remember, dream, believe, receive, and repeat. And this cycle continues. Dream, believe, receive, and repeat. So I'll probably stop here to check to understand if anybody wants to share their inputs. Yes, it is. It is inspirational movie, Lata. Thank you so much. It cuts across the ages. It's not that it is catering to only one genre. I mean, it talks about people with different backgrounds, different age groups. So maybe I'll stop sharing the screen for a minute and let's have any thoughts or comments from the audience. We're good. Any perspective anybody wants to add? All right. So in that case,
There's a lot of takeaways from almost every other scene in that movie.
I'm sorry. Would you repeat that?
So there is a lot of takeaways from this movie. Almost every scene, there is something for you to take away, especially in the beginning when she's actually shooting a video clipping of that stunts they do on motorbike. And when the cops arrive, quick thinking of how to solve that situation when both the guy and she can get into trouble. And then she pairs up with him to make it sound that they are a couple.
Yes, yes.
That was absolutely quick thinking to solve
In fact, if you see there are a couple of instances in the movie wherein it brings out how the society is conditioned, wherein that gentleman who runs the garage, he actually checks with the sky that all the women are going. I hope there is one male going along with you. So how we have stereotyped or typecast the society, and how I mean, whether we like it or not, it becomes a male dominated society. So how women can actually come and break those glass ceilings. Yeah, that's absolutely true, Lata.
it.
Quite a lot of things to be. Uh,
And also an element of risk and trust, a combination of both, especially when it comes to that truck driver helping that girl who was left behind.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you so very much. I see one or two chats. Let me just go to refer to that. I'm trying to connect this very closely. Think about referring this to. Oh yeah,
Hi,
Srinivas. You.
hello.
Yes, yes, Manoj. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning. Actually, it is really very amazing and well described. So, what is the takeaway that we have to dream big? That is actually right. And I really think of the thing that actually we are doing like that only. We are always tense when it is our problem, and we have solution when it is matlab our neighbor. So it is correct that we should think of like our neighbor, how we give some suggestion to them. So like that only we have to think of our problem only. So this is actually the takeaway for me. And thank you so much. It is really amazing and well described.
Thank you, Manoj, for joining the call today. Yes, Srinivas. Dream, believe, repeat, and receive. Dream, believe, receive, repeat. That's the order. You dream, you believe in the dream, you receive it, and you repeat it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Neha says, I too have seen this too. Very realistic take on women and their unacquired aspiration. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Somewhere, um, I can't pinpoint blame on one person or one part of the society, but somewhere all of us as whole are responsible for those suppressed emotions and dreams. I think time for us to break all that, and each one of us should be able to live an amazing life. Keep dreaming, take actions, don't just keep on wishing. Absolutely, Arya. Very nice. Anybody else? Otherwise, we close the session. Thank you so very much for logging in. We'll be back next time with a new movie and with a different perspective and what we can learn from there. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate. This recording will also be made available on our YouTube channel by the name Jimmy Jain. So feel free to subscribe to that. You'll get a lot of information. Thank you. Have an amazing Saturday ahead. Bye bye.
Bye.